Okay, so end of episode 3, beginning of episode 4. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Kind of like I said at the beginning of last episode, this is the point where I usually would maybe stop watching. Because it looks like they're trying to pair up this mean old Grim Reaper guy with Kang Haram. And like, even if they manage to make me forget how much of an a-hole he's been thus far, how are they gonna make that work? Because he's just operating a dead body. I don't think that like the detective can come back to life. I mean, I didn't finish watching Goblin, but I don't think it's a Goblin situation where the Grim Reapers like live on Earth. So it just seems like futile. You know what I really would have liked? I really would have liked if the nice guy didn't die in the first episode. I would have liked that. And if he could have stayed alive, then he and Haram could have had a chance of being together, but now they can't because he's dead. And I mean, his current girlfriend, like, she looks like she lacks personality. I'm just calling it like I see it. And she looks like she could be annoying, possibly. Why not give Haram a win? All that being said, on the plus side, I finally watched their intro and it's pretty badass. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Okay, so my feelings aside, let's talk about the actual episode. So he's trying to convince Haram to help him because she can see the shadows of death behind people. And he knows that that's the way that he can find his partner. To her credit, she finally kicks him in the balls. And I'm like, yes, okay, lady, do that to your stepfather. Yes, the one who's stealing your money. So poor Haram, she goes and gets drunk, and I feel bad for her because her life is kind of a mess. And suddenly, you know, the cute boy that just keeps popping up, who's running this company by himself, like some guy's making him run it because they want him to like take a fall for something, I guess. Anyway, the cute guy who is running this company, who keeps talking to Haram, I finally clicked, hey, this dude, he's Ob's the second lead, right? Or I don't know Obs, but I'm pretty dang sure this guy's gonna be the second lead. If you guys don't know what first lead and second lead is the guy who is opposite like the main lady, who they're probably gonna end up together. The second lead always comes in and tries to put a little bit of tension, and the thing that's upsetting about Korean dramas is the second lead is almost always nicer than the first lead. So, and the first lead always has problems, and often mean. But still, the main character and the first lead almost always end up together. Even though the first lead's mean, even though the second lead's nice, it doesn't make any sense, but it's a common drama trope, almost every time. So the Grim Reaper has been doing some sleuthing around, and he's kind of found out that it wasn't Haram's fault that the detective got shot on the day he did. There was a plot out to assassinate the detective, and that's why he got shot. So goes up to Haram and he's like, you're not the reason that I got shot. And he's also doing some sleuthing around. He's just like, what were you up to before you died, dude? This is crazy, because people keep trying to like kill him, and he just keeps like, he's talking to a dying guy. Just things are happening. There's things that this detective knew, and the Grim Reaper's trying to find out. Then they're continuing the mystery with the fiance. I don't know what has been going on with that. I feel like it's something kind of related to molestation, which is really heavy, so I'll have to keep watching. And I mean, that's kind of the end of the episode, so I'm gonna have to keep watching to know what happens next. Some key things that I am still struggling with about this drama are, she can see the shadows of death behind people, but she can't see the shadow of death in the Grim Reaper who's inhabiting the detective because he's wearing black suits. That's a little weird. That's a weird rule. But also, just the fact that she doesn't see the shadows of death when she wears sunglasses is also strange. These are very, very weird rules. And at this point, I mean, if we don't look at the romance aspect of it, I'm now intrigued again, because I do want to find out what this detective was on to. I want to know, you know, what is this? It looks like there's some kind of molestation ring going on. I want to know what's happening. As long as they don't try to put Haram and this mean old guy together, I think we'll be okay. Until next time, guys.